Everybody hears me? Make sure they can all hear you. Everybody hears music. Oh, I don't see Hermes in the room. No, like in the music room.
Oh, well, that's because Hermes is behind, and we'll do that shortly.
Come on, man. Get with the program.
I don't see Hermes in the room. Waves hand.
I'm in the room.
Not the room I'm talking about. All right.
In there.
Perfect. So, everybody hears music?
Yeah.
Jaw.
All right, wonderful. So, where we left off, let's take a look, shall we? All right. Oh, that's the wrong map. That real quick as well. There. All right. So where we left off, you guys, last session, worked your way down the river upon a rowboat from Sten's lovely cloak. Threw down a patch, summoned a rowboat, traveled through the forest, and made your way down the river to where it forked here. And the flow would have taken you downriver to this here pool before Andar utilized some magic and Sten utilized some magic to pull you guys upriver and have traveled all the way into the Swamps of Berez, where you have docked your boat and are preparing to head into the swamp itself. What are our tingle tallies at?
I'm at 5.
And are you at 5 as well?
Looks like it.
All right.
I thought I heard you was at 4.
I thought you told us to get rid of those.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course. My bad.
Yeah, I burned it on accident.
You
so I
remember
don't
that?
know.
All right, so as we head into the swamps, today is going to be a hex crawl. So how this is going to work, and you guys have an option here that I'm going to present with you. You guys have two choices. Either you can designate a leader to lead you through the swamps for the duration of the hex crawl, or you can have a certain amount of moves and then switch leaders. Like every 5 moves, you take turns or whatever. If you'd like to have a little bit more agency as a group, that's entirely up to you guys, but you should decide before we go in. And secondly, this swamp is going to be particularly dangerous. I'm going to introduce a new mechanic for you guys that will stand for the duration of the time that you are in the swamp, and that mechanic is as described here. So during your time in the swamp, you guys all have the option of using the sound retreat action, which uses your action, but still allows you to use your bonus action and move. And when you use the sound retreat action, you signal retreat to the other members of your party. Until the end of combat, everyone in your party gains +10 to their speed and can use the disengage action as a bonus action, but these bonuses are lost if anyone in your party takes a hostile action against an enemy. So you can sound retreat and everyone can get 10 extra movement speed and can use disengage as bonus action. But if anybody at any point attacks, those bonuses are gone and you can no longer use that action for that fight. Any questions on that?
Do we have unlimited of those?
You can use it once per encounter.
Okay.
So if you use it and it cancels, you're done. But if you use it and escape, then you can use it for the next time. As far as leading the group through the swamp, how would you guys like to approach that? We can do that above table or in character.
Well, and it can't be like we're going and so and so's leading, and then we realize they suck at leading. We vote them off the island, and someone takes over. It can't be like that.
Oh, it could be.
Okay.
Or it could be like I said. So essentially, actually, let me show you so that you guys have a little bit more knowledge. Let me show you what this is going to look like.
Oh no.
So,
Another question from me would be, does the leader dictate the marching order for encounters?
you guys will be able to determine what's the word? You'll be able to determine the order of like front to back based on that will be just as a group normally. You guys will all decide that as normal, but the leader will decide where you guys go, and then the order therein when you appear in whatever place you appear in will depend on what you appear in and the order that you've designated, if that makes any sense. I don't know if that answered your question really.
Yeah.
So maybe we just
I'm
Before we
assuming
make a
that
decision.
given that this is a dungeon crawler style thing, we cannot use familiars or ethereal conjurations of oneself to see ahead for what we're walking into.
I'm gonna say no for this one.
Can I still stealth?
Yes. Hold on, I'm trying to get ownership of this token real quick. I just have to find that setting. Any appearance. Where is the ownership of this token? Figure out. Oh, I think I know now. Res hex crawl. Configure ownership. All right. So, another thing is as we get closer into the swamp itself, I am going to ask you guys to zoom in. You guys are starting on a border, but I'm going to have you guys zoom in so that
We don't see everything or
you
something?
don't see the edges once you get further away from it.
Mm.
So I'm just trying to determine. Aha. This gonna work properly? You guys can't seem to see that. Why can't you see that?
Technical difficulties. I do like the mute music and sound effects.
I'm on team. Everyone gets to go, and then we could just say the marching order before we make a big decision.
Cool. So just
Nice.
every like 5 turns or whatever. You guys take turns. Okay, there we go. Is it showing for people?
What corner is it at? I can't zoom in.
Mm-hmm. The bottom right area.
So it'll be here, we'll say.
Ooh.
So, as you can see, the map itself is blank. And so you want to zoom in to the point that you cannot see the edges of the map and you can only see this thing. And you can see that you have very limited visibility in the swamp. You can only see, this is obviously not like actually 5 feet. This is kind of an overhead view, but you can kind of only see like 30 to 50 feet in any direction from you. Whoever is the leader is going to move the token, and I am able to set who that leader is. And every 5 moves, we will switch who is driving, if that's the route you want to go. Does that make sense?
Yep. Does this line up with the regular map? Like if we move 4 hexes down, are we going to run into mountains?
Right now you are trying to head northwest into the swamp. But if you were to head south or east, so the river is basically that you just came from is in this direction. So you are trying to head northwest into the swamp itself right now.
Also kind of like bog, almost swamp.
Correct. You are now entering the kind of boggy, swampy areas. The trees are encroaching upon you. The rain is still coming down, but it's dampened by the branches and kind of thick mist that pervades this area. And you've got that really mulchy, sulfurous smell kind of invading your senses at this point. So who wants to be the first leader?
No.
How long has it been since we first got in the rowboat?
I think it was you guys rested the morning before and then took the rowboat down. So at this point, it's early afternoon. I'd say like the equivalent of 2 p.m.
How many hours specifically?
We'll say 6.
Okay.
But we're not in the rowboat anymore, right?
Mm-hmm.
We tied it up. Okay.
You've tied up the rowboat and you've ventured into the swamp.
So if whoever's leading the party, you're still with the party, you're just in control and kind of designating the direction.
You're picking where you move, where the party moves.
Okay.
Oh, I'll brazenly wander into a swamp.
All right, so Andar's first leader. So you get to move 5 token square, 5 hexes.
Don't kill us.
Hexes.
Great move.
Nice. Don't mess up. Oh, no.
Go back. Go back.
No, hold on. So, hold on.
Stop rolling.
All right, hold on.
Retreat!
All right.
We should have like group meditated so we can see the matrix.
All right. So those are your 5. And then who would like to go next?
I'll go.
Oh, yep. You go. You do
All right,
it.
Sten. Roll, move me 1, and then I have to make another roll. But all right. Now hold on 1 second.
It's like how many things are following us and have eyes on us.
All right. So that'll be. All right. Go ahead. All right. So there's your 5. Who's next?
kind of ground conditions are we walking through right now?
So it's varying. Over here, you guys kind of walk through what was standing water. You guys were almost like up to mid shins, and it was this very like brown, murky, moss covered water. As you're coming into this section, it's a little bit more of that kind of like mulched mud and twisting vines. There's bugs and that you can hear buzzing around.
What is this in front of us?
That is shadows of trees and some of the foliage, it looks like on the map, I think.
Okay. Just some denseness. Okay.
Yes,
Is it still raining?
it is still raining.
But if we're in like over covered trees, is it
It's kind of
Kind
a
of
muffled, yes.
cool?
So Mim or Alistair, who's next leader?
I'll go next.
All right. Wait, hold on, wait. I have to.
Yeah, tell me when to stop.
Yep. I am.
Yeah.
And got it. And then one more.
I only moved twice.
I know.
Oh, one more until.
And then I got roll again.
Can we cut through these like trees, or do I have to like go around them?
You can. This is all available. But give me
Okay.
1 sec.
Mm-hmm. I think you're rolling too much.
Okay.
You miscounted.
You're getting way more rolls than we got.
Yeah, it's not fair.
All right.
Okay, keep going.
You can keep going.
What was that, 3?
Mhm.
Ah,
All right. You have
shit.
stumbled
Oh, it.
into the swamp.
Is it a village? It's
That's got to be fine, right?
totally good.
So
It's what we were looking for.
Watch it just be like a group of cannibals or something weird like that. Nope, not a
Would
fun.
be
doing
the
the-
calmest thing we've seen in Barovia.
Yeah.
Right.
What if they're doing the Scooby-Doo ritual?
Like from the live action movie. I love that. Just I don't even know how it goes, but it's the
Just
best.
pretend to dance? Yeah.
Yeah, like, it's that's like my favorite movie ever. Ryan doesn't like it. Yeah.
Oh, dude, this reminds me of Avatar.
yes,
Oh.
yes,
Oh
yes,
my
yes.
god, yes.
God. Oh.
So
So
as you guys start heading through trees, you find that there is a village amongst these trees of these kind of wooden huts set above the bog and the marsh. It's eerily quiet here. There doesn't seem to be anyone around.
Do any of those stilted huts look like they could walk around if they wanted to?
None of these appear to be moving, and the posts that seem holding them in place are slightly rotted and seem fairly stiff. These ones don't seem to be going anywhere. But clearly something lives here.
Something.
Is there movement in the water?
Roll me a investigation check.
Okay. 15.
Looking around, you see kind of the flitting here and there of like maybe some small fish. You see kind of little ripples where either raindrops or bugs land. You don't see any significant movement that would seem out of the ordinary for where you are.
All right.
Hi, Rita.
Yeah, yes, Stan?
Were there a lot of villages around Berez?
Not any that I'm familiar with. This seems more recent than. These seem to be built far after the Berez was ruined, but I don't know of any human settlement in this region. Besides Berez, of course, but that hardly qualifies.
Perhaps we should go around it.
Is there a building that's larger or more central than the surrounding ones that might be like a town hall or a...
There is one kind of more circular hut towards the kind of northern end of the village that does seem to be a little larger, and whereas most of them are square, it's a little more rounded.
It's kind of weird shaped. I'm alright going around.
We got through other things by leaving well enough alone. We should probably just go.
I'm just excited the one of us who always wants to rob everything doesn't want to rob anything here.
Doesn't look like there's a lot to rob, okay? I'm still leading, right?
Correct. So
Can I stealth? And then is it, since I know we're in a group, but like, can I like go 5 feet at like 5 to 10 feet ahead and stealth around?
Sure.
Okay, let me do that.
And are you had to say something?
No, that's not what I'm doing.
I know.
No, I'm good. Okay, I'm gonna start to try and find a way more like around this village.
All right. So that you can see as you kind of like get low in the fog and kind of just flitting above the water surface, and trying to take advantage of the mist clinging to the surface of the water. You slowly kind of hover forward, and you can see that this whole the entirety of these structures all seem to be grouped kind of up against one side of the shore over here. You can actually, by heading a little bit like into the water and around, make it further down the shore without having to venture through this village, should you so choose.
Wait, so you're saying go through the water?
A little bit. Like if you're like, there's kind of like the water that is holding up the buildings. You could actually go around. It doesn't seem too deep. It seems like it's probably like knee to mid thigh.
Okay, I kind of turn and whisper back to them. I think we should go this way. Not thinking about the fact that they're all walking and I can fly above the water.
I'll follow.
Oh god, okay.
All right.
I'll
Then-
also follow, but I'm gonna be using shape water to make myself little ice pallets to step on so I don't have to get wet.
Okay.
Actually, can you do that for everybody? Or is it only when you step on it?
It's a 5-foot cube, so if someone wants to be uncomfortably close.
Like
All right. So then we'll head back to the map. How many squares did you move?
I moved through. Wait, what was that?
I think
think that
into
was
the
4.
village was 4. Yeah.
Yeah, so I have like one more square.
Okay. So
Or
there you are.
okay.
All right. Hold on.
That is unnecessarily stressful. Oh god. Never mind.
What was it there? Ghosts?
Necessarily stressful.
Every bit of treasure ever found in Barovia.
Stop! Now I want to go back.
What if we go back and it's not there anymore?
All right.
At least then we'll know it was a ghost town. But
Alistair, your turn to lead.
Good moves.
All right.
Thanks.
No
You just don't talk about it,
rolls
and that's how you get through.
Please hold. All right. Cool. Which puts us back to Andar. I believe it is your turn.
Irina doesn't get a turn.
All right. Arena does not get a turn. She is trusting you guys. So, hold on. Let me reveal this. You guys allow me to...
D14. What the?
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to picture what that might look like.
Okay.
Like a even more pointy D10. I guess a D12 is close.
Let me place you guys in here.
All right. Anybody else in the music just hear the like faint piano that was definitely the Dead by Daylight
Yes.
soundtrack?
Yeah. Yeah,
Yep.
it definitely did that.
Alistair and Indar. All right. Let me activate this scene for you guys. So you guys find yourself in the depths of the swamp. And you can see that there are some glowing mushrooms around you. Real quick, we're going to move off of initiative. So I will need everybody to roll me initiative. I accidentally just rolled everyone.
Oh.
So real quick, I will reset everyone's initiative and allow you guys to roll. So let me clear everyone's initiative. I will just update Sten and Alistair. Irina's fine. And then Andar, let me reset you so you can roll as well. All right. Andar, you can roll once you're ready. Cool. So Andar, appropriately, you go first.
Okay. And I can't move my guy.
Really? Can any of you move you guys?
Nope.
Mm-mm.
That's odd. Let me fix that. Let me try that again.
I can move now.
Yeah, give me half a second.
Okay, sorry. Ooh, there's a bubble sound. I did not like that.
Think that. Okay. And then now let me put you guys in. And I'll just reuse your initiatives that you just had. So Andar is 25.14. Mim is 15.2. Den is 16.12. And Alistair is 24.18. And then Irina was 15.14. All right. Now can you move? Cool.
Yeah.
So then we'll have you start where you were, and you can take your turn.
Do I recognize any of these mushrooms?
Roll me a nature check. So with a nat 20, you can see from the way that these mushrooms are kind of glowing that the glow seems to be coming from spores that float around the mushrooms themselves. And if you know anything about spore-based mushrooms, they tend to release those spores, and those spores cause some kind of effect. You can't tell from this distance what that effect would be, but you can tell that those mushrooms are poised to release said spores. It seems like the image is broken for these. I'll see. Actually, I think I can fix this. Let me see if I can. There we go. Not sure why they're broken, but I can fix them. One by one.
And
So-
do I recognize those thingy-dingies at all?
They appear to be some kind of fungus at first glance. You would have to roll again to determine. I will say that would be probably your action and bonus action if you're willing to do that.
Totally fine.
So then
Another
roll me
nature?
another nature check. So yeah, those appear to be some kind of fungus. With a 14, it's not a fungus you recognize, but you do notice that it appears to be moving.
Oh,
Gross. That's me.
All right, which brings us to Alistair.
What are we doing exactly? Andar?
Well, suppose trying to get around these, I wouldn't recommend touching them.
Okay. Good to know, I guess.
Sorry, above table, are we still supposed to be going northwest? Or does it matter which direction for this part?
Northwest was just away from the river. into
Correct.
the
It was just
swamps.
into the swamp.
Okay. Cool.
At this point, you guys have kind of traveled into the swamp, so you can go pretty much any direction.
Okay, that makes sense.
Action, summon the sword, just in case. Bonus action, manifest shadow.
Cool.
Right next to me.
Allow me to grab him. Boop. And there he be.
Cool.
Which brings us to Sten.
And were you heading a certain direction?
Not particularly. I just wanted to not be close to any of them.
Did we come from this way?
Where did you guys come from? What direction were you moving when you came in here?
Northeast.
So then you guys came from this direction.
Okay. I guess I'll...
All right. As you walk by there, a grasping tendril comes out and tries to swing at you. Oh, I want this to be a public. It's gonna miss. But this plant seems to reach out and almost coil around your leg.
Ooh.
Okay. Since I haven't done much, can I take a look around to see if there's any more of those shapes that look like this thing that would grab at me in the direction I'm running towards this one?
Sure. Roll me an investigation check. You don't see anything else that matches this shape. There's a lot of vines, but this, with this pot belly, does seem to be fairly distinct.
Okay. I guess it's so if we do the retreat, any hostile action afterwards breaks it. So I'm gonna
Correct.
actually, would that be an action to take a look around, or?
I'll say just for the look, we'll use it as your bonus action.
Okay, then I'll cast Bane on the Lily.
All right.
So that's it. Charisma save, please.
Charisma save.
Nice.
A 14.
Fails. And I guess I have up to 3 other targets. So I'll choose this and this also.
Okay.
They need a 16.
That one fails. This one fails.
What does Bane do
Cool.
again?
They get a minus D4 on attack rolls and saving throws.
So we will curse those boys.
Okay. That's it for me.
Cool.
Okay, my turn.
That brings us to Mim. Yes.
to... I'm mad that that tried to attack Sten. So I'm gonna move up to it and try and do... I wanna... Oh, I have that backwards. We rested, right?
You rested before. Some of you have used stuff in the boat, but I think you're full up because you didn't use any spells.
Yeah. I was gonna switch to my dagger as my main weapon, but I didn't, so I'm gonna just hit it with my short sword.
Got it?
If I could do that. It'd be cool. Attack. Hey, yo!
Let's go.
My train's gonna run over this bitch. And, is Sten within 5 feet of it, or is Sten not within 5 feet of it?
Sten is technically within 10 feet of it.
Dang, okay. Well then it just gets 9 damage.
Mm-hmm.
And... I'm gonna... I guess... So I can bonus action attack with my dagger, I just have... It doesn't have the magical plus stuff.
So it has... you can't add your proficiency bonus. So you just add your dex to hit, right? Is that...
I think that's correct.
It's a normal roll, but damage is just a straight dice roll.
Got it.
Okay.
So to hit's the same, but damage is without the thing. So that hits. And then you roll the damage for it, but you don't add your modifier. So
I'll just do normal, but I'll take
so
away...
it is just 1.
Lame. Alright, well, it's fine. So
Damage is damage.
damage is damage.
Well,
that's
actually,
10.
it's technically 2 because it's got the +1 to it. So
Yeah.
it's 1 damage plus the 1 from the enchantment.
And then is 5 my modifier?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, that's my turn.
All right. Which brings us to Irina, who is going to move in and do what she always does. Coordinated strike with her rapier to get an attack off. That will hit, and she will roll damage. 7 damage. And the next person to hit it has advantage because it is marked. All right. Which at this point you guys see up in the corner
Oh no.
some movement and a group of large myconids begins moving in from the northeast. Next up, see. Is the Lily, who, being hit by Mim and Irina, is going to multi-attack and try and grab the two of them. This will be against Mim. That's gonna hit.
Yes.
And this will be against... well, actually, hold on. That'll be damage first. So... I need you to roll... no, you're grappled. And you're gonna take... 8 damage, and you are now grappled by this thing.
Okay.
Move away. There you go. And then it is going to attack Irina. That will also hit. And so she will take the same. She'll take 16 damage. Pretty hefty hit for her. As the
Jesus.
vines reach out and slam into both Mim and Irina and coil around, constricting them both, lifting them into the air. The two of them are grappled. Which brings us back to Andar.
I'm gonna go. No, just down a little bit, and I'm just gonna shoot a firebolt at it.
All right, do it.
Advantage.
Sweet.
Correct is at advantage.
Wonderful.
16 will hit.
Hooray!
Is no longer marked.
Good lord.
For 3 fire damage. You notice that it doesn't take as much effect of the fire as you would imagine. Seems to shrug it off
Sweet.
slightly. Alistair.
Move to here. Shout out, Alistair will move there.
Mm-hmm.
What is switching weapons if the weapon is always on my back? Bonus action? Is that action?
I think in general, equipping a weapon is an action regardless of where it is.
Okay. Let's see, what is the wording on this ability? Make the attack action. Ugh. Alright, I'll swap weapons to Treebane.
Cool.
That's my turn.
Which brings us to Sten.
Do these I feel like being from
Real
the
quick,
Feywild,
Bane
I
was a
would know
leveled spell, yes?
Yeah, first level.
Okay. Let me double check. But continue while I am looking.
I feel like being from the Feywild, I would know myconids.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Are they fast? Are they dangerous?
Roll me a, let's say, nature check at advantage.
16.
Okay, with 16, you know that myconids tend to move the same speed as other organic beings. So they're pretty standard in that sense. They can be dangerous if they consider you to be unfriendly. They are intelligent.
I can only see that one. Okay. Then to this one, I'm going to cast message.
Mm-hmm.
And just really quick, hello, which way to the fastest way out of here? Do you need me to ping the one again?
I am checking to see if they speak common. So you cast message, and You
speak
get a
Sylvan,
response
what have I-
back,
Okay.
but it, rather than words, seems to be almost a strange alien feeling, and the closest you can sense it to be would be confusion.
But not like anger?
No.
Okay. I'll
Um,
shout to everyone else, though. We should probably leave.
I also need you to roll me a spellcasting ability check real quick from your Bane before.
6.
All right. I need you to roll me a d10.
Six.
So your Bane goes off, but this is you are going to take 15 necrotic damage as dark energy washes over you when you cast Bane.
Lovely.
Is that your turn?
That was message, and
And a check.
I'm gonna move just a little bit
Cool.
this direction because I still got some good range to the lily. But that's it.
Sounds good. Mim, you are grappled.
What's the check to get out?
To escape a grapple, you need. I should have memorized this by now, but I always forget. All right, so you.
Acrobatics. Could be cool.
Okay. Grapple. When you grapple. Okay. You can use your action to break free. The opposed check happens again. So you can use your athletics, or your acrobatics against its athletics.
Okay. And it's just a skill check?
It is a skill check.
That sucks. Hey, but
Damn. There you go. So you are free. That is your action.
okay.
You are no longer
then.
grappled.
I guess my bonus action will be.
On that with a 2.
Yeah, I know. But crazy. I guess I will disengage,
Mhm.
and then I will move. How do you move after you measure?
Space.
Shift space. I'll be there.
Got
That
it.
is my turn.
It will get an attack of opportunity off on you.
Why? I disengaged as my bonus action.
Oh, you disengaged. I'm sorry. I missed
yeah,
that.
man. Come on.
All right. Which brings
Okay.
us to Irina. Unless you have other stuff. Sasha?
Nope. I said
Alright,
that was
cool.
it. Sorry.
Cool.
I was reading chat.
She is also going to try and escape. She has a higher acrobatics, so she's going to roll her acrobatics
Ayo.
and crit against. She is also going to escape.
I feel like by escaping with a 20, she would break some of the vines, right? And it would hurt it totally.
Sure.
Maybe.
I'll give you 3 damage for tearing down
Yay.
some vines. She is also going to disengage and back up. And then seeing the fungus over here, she's going to move over to you guys, which brings us to the large Myconid, who is going to move here. And you see on the way, he is going to scoop up
Sorry.
the mushroom here that he is by.
Oh.
And throw it at us.
Let him eat it.
Oh, he has a little snowman angry face.
Yeah, he does.
A little
I don't think they're
snowman in
friendly.
your face.
Also, what's funny is I'm 90% sure. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm 90% sure that this is the same. This dude took the mushroom people from Stellaris as the Myconid icons. But anyway, that brings us to the Lily, who is going to try and grapple
Bring it.
both Alistairs with a multi-attack.
Bring it, bitch.
Mm.
That is an 18 to hit on you.
Yes.
Minus a d4.
Minus a d4, valid point.
That could be big.
First time Bane has been able to intercept, so
15.
Misses.
Hell
All
yeah.
right. So with Bane,
Baby.
that one misses. And then the other one. Minus a d4.
Super misses.
Super misses.
Super misses.
All right. So that is its turn, which brings us to this Myconid, who is going to also move in. This Myconid, who is going to move in. Oh, these are doubled. Why are these doubled? And then this guy. Will be the next one. Perfect. So he will move in. And then this one goes away. I don't know why they're
We've
doubled.
never actually attacked the mushrooms yet,
Correct.
so they
You-
know.
You don't. They're just heading towards you.
Yep, they just want to hug.
Everything in Barovia is evil.
Oh, but they're cute.
This is session 61, and we're still surprised about this.
All right. So that is all of them, which brings us to Andar.
I am gonna cast Mage Armor on myself
Mm-hmm.
and move over with these nice folks.
No, he called us nice.
folks.
Anything else? Is that your turn?
As me.
All right, Alistair.
All right, I am going to attack twice with Treebane.
All right, do it.
I'm going to critically fail both.
Got it. Like ones on both?
Damn.
Like ones on both.
Damn.
No.
Oh,
So I
wow.
have 2 luck points against me.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
that's
no.
Right. That's right.
All right, so those go away.
Thank
But
you.
in the process, 2 nat ones, huh? So the first one, we're gonna say you swing at it, and in your haste, it embeds in the ground, and you'll take the damage from Treebane.
Okay.
The second one, you yank it out, and with the force of the second pulling it out, you will swing haphazardly, take the damage, and lose your balance, and we're gonna have you fall prone there.
Oh, my God.
Sounds groovy.
What were those luck points from?
From when Andar used it twice.
Oh,
Is the combat music glitching for anyone else, or is it just me?
I think it's just your end.
I think it's just.
I
you.
hate that, but okay.
You just got the cool remix version.
Yeah, no joke. All right. So anything else you'd like to do besides those 2 attacks, Alistair?
Stand up.
Yeah, I'd like to use half my movement to stand up.
You can do that.
That's a good call. I was just gonna let it be.
You're like I'm just laying on the ground. It's fine.
Oh man.
You're covered in mud.
Loki scene in a second.
Ooh, I'm gonna Shadow Alistair's gonna move here.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Got it. That brings us to Sten.
Do I know if Myconid speaks Sylvan?
What did you roll before? You rolled a 15?
I rolled a 16 on that. I
A
think.
16. You don't have any recollection of Myconid speaking any language. You recall something about them using some like spores to communicate?
Okay. Is that guy eating this, or is he prepping to toss?
You saw him scoop it up. You have not seen he's holding it in one of his kind of tendrils. He has not eaten it. It doesn't look like he's winding it up, but he's holding it.
Okay. Shoot. Well, I'll cast Vicious Mockery on the Lily.
Okay.
It's a Wisdom saving throw.
Mm-hmm. Wisdom saving throw minus Bane. Is a 4.
That will fail, so it has disadvantage on its next attack
Mm-hmm.
because
Nice.
it feels so bad.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll take 4 psychic damage.
4 psychic damage. All right. Are you moving, or is that your turn?
Is there any movement this way?
Doesn't seem to be, no.
Okay, I'll take another 20 feet then.
Got it?
That's it.
Mim.
Yes. Yes, yes. The 2060 for range. Well, that's a bonus anyway. I guess I will. I'll try. He said the when Andar hit it with a firebolt, it didn't seem to notice much.
Correct.
Okay. What's the? I have a feature with spells or something. I just need to see really fast. Sorry, give me 2 seconds. Oh, dang it. Never mind. Okay. That's if I'm hidden. I will just do. I'm so indecisive, guys. I'm sorry. I will try and just shoot a firebolt at it.
Good.
Mm, 16.
That hits.
Okay. 11 damage.
11 damage.
Yes.
It doesn't take full
And-
notice, but it does hit with a cindering sizzle as the fire impacts with its muddy and kind of moist-looking vines and leaves.
Yeah, it does something, I guess. Okay, that'll be my turn. Actually,
Got it.
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
All right. Which brings us to Irina, who is going to move on forward and then use her bonus action to dash. And can she? I think she can. She absolutely can. She's going to attack it with a longbow. Four damage. Them all. All right, which brings us to this boy who's going to start marching towards Alistair.
Guys, I think they're friendly.
Which brings us to the Lily, who
Mushroom
is
Baymax.
going to use its sleep spore ability.
Cool.
Love that.
So I need a Constitution saving throw from Alistair.
23.
All right. You are unaffected as the spores kind of burst out from this thing. You inhale and you start to get a little woozy, but then you shake it off.
Good lord, this thing stinks.
That is its turn, which brings us to this Mygonid, who can reach you. And is going to use some pacifying spores on you from within 5 feet. I need another Constitution saving throw.
13.
You managed to shake this one off too. This Myconid can only make it to here. And that'll be its turn. This one can only make it to here. Andar.
I'm just gonna move over here. And I'm gonna dash to there.
Got it. Now your turn.
Yep.
Alistair.
Okay. Give me 1 second. I believe that's a bonus action. It is, and it doesn't use anything. That's groovy. Shadow Alistair to there. Nope, sorry, one more. Shadow Alistair to there. I'm going to take 2 attacks with Treebane on the Lily.
Got it.
First one is 21 to hit.
That'll hit.
Sweet. So 11 slashing damage plus 8 slashing damage. That is the wrong weapon. Street Bane. Second one is a 7 to hit.
That'll not hit.
Okay. Yeah, fuck it. And then I'm going to fall backwards and turn into mist and swap locations with Shadow Alistair.
Got it.
That's my turn.
Why is there suddenly Shadow Alistair glitched for me?
Still have movement.
That's fair, but if I move, Shadow Alistair disappears. But,
Full 30 feet.
yeah, but he is a bonus action, and he doesn't want to be damaged. I'm running. To there.
There we go.
Oh,
Hold
it
on.
moved?
No, hold on. I'm trying to fix.
You can just dispel him because he's gone now.
Oh, he's dispelled. Okay, cool. He was glitched for me, and I couldn't get off of him, so I had to switch off to the thing for him.
Oh.
All right. Sten.
I think I'm just going to give bardic inspiration to Alistair.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
And skedaddle.
Got it. Mim.
Oh shit.
I'm just debating. I will. Okay, I'm gonna attack this one.
Attack which one?
Got
Got it.
One.
So you move up.
And yeah, sorry. Uh, 20 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay, it does. 8. 6
6 thunder.
thunder and 9 slashing.
Got
Right.
it.
And then I will bonus action disengage
Mm-hmm.
and move back to. Oops. Why won't it let me? There.
Got it.
That will be my turn.
All right, Irina's going to essentially go fire her longbow at the lily again and miss, and then she's gonna bail off. Which brings us to this boy who is going to make it to here. That's the closest he can get. This thing is going to shamble 5 feet. That's all it can do. This boy is gonna move 20. This boy is going to move, proccing the booming blade. How much damage?
Oh, sorry. Damn it.
3 damage.
Let me double check if it's leveled in some 28, blah, blah, blah. It would be 2d8, sorry. I believe. So it would be one more. Wait, that might be wrong. Give me a second. It's been a while since I feel like I've used this.
Been a while.
Been a while. Removing. Yes, okay, yeah, that's correct. So it's 8.
That's enough. So as it moves forward, there's kind of a boom, and the sound literally tears the mic and it apart. It collapses.
Yay.
Which brings us to this one, who is going to move as close as he can. Andar.
I'm gonna run away.
All right, you are out. Oh, boop. And then, Alistair.
Bonus action manifest shadow
Mm-hmm.
to get Shadow Alistair back on the board.
Got it.
him. You know what? Fuck it. Give me 1 second. Sorry. Going to help myself a little bit here. I'll have him there.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will move with Mim. And just stay facing them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and so if he appeared here, I'm going to have him there with Sten.
Well, you
That's
so
my
you
turn.
moved him to here, and then
Right, that's where I appeared him.
I
And he
see.
also has movement.
Okay.
So
Understood.
that's my turn.
So then, Sten.
I'm gonna move to the edge, but not leave yet.
Got it.
Want to make sure these guys get some distance.
Are you holding an action of any kind, or are you just waiting?
I can't hold movement, so no.
Got it. Mim.
Oh, Booming Blade's just me. Okay, I will just shoot a fire. Yeah, I'll just shoot a firebolt at the big one, I guess.
The big.
The mic in it.
Got it.
Well, yeah. Yeah, I'll do that. $15?
A 15 does hit.
Okay, damage. Wait, why was that 2d10? Supposed to be 2d10?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Sorry, 9.
9 damage.
Yes. And then I will move. Here, I guess. And I'm gonna bonus action stealth and
Mhm.
hide behind like a log, a tree, whatever I can find there.
Got
If
it.
that's a... And that will be my turn. Oh, it moves so much.
So I guess I could held action hold a dash.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is that what you'll be holding?
I'll hold that if Alistair reaches my position before my next turn.
Got it. Need a con save from you, Aster.
If you use your bardic inspiration, you get 10 hit points.
I will do that. What dice is that?
D8.
Hi, Mom Ab.
Hello.
27.
The 27 is plenty.
Cool.
What was the D8 roll?
3 on the D8.
So you 10 hit points.
All right, that brings us to this thing, which is gonna shamble 5 feet. This one is going to move here. This one is going to move here. And ours out, Alistair.
All right. Shadow Alistair's going to run up to the group. As he does so, I'm going to once again swap positions with him, making me there and him disappear.
Got it.
You caught up, so my dash will push me out.
Cool. So Sten's out.
And then I will continue running with the rest of my movement.
Alistair's out. And then Mim.
I'll move out.
Boop. And we are out.
We made it.
Allow me to clear that board.
Was
We
that
just
only
go-
Adam's second move? Was that only your second move?
Oh, that was the first one.
That was the first one.
Adam, I want you to know I saw you lining up that vortex warp, and I massively appreciate it always.
All
I
right.
was like, okay, Alistair's gonna definitely get spored. I can heal him with like 10 hit points. And then
Well,
it's just
also,
like,
my
oh,
con
they're
is
not hitting.
stupid still.
Yeah, that's lucky. Yeah. Yeah, because those don't go away unless you go to bed. So
Alistair the pacifist. Who knew?
The pacifying spores thing doesn't
Yeah.
go away. It says it's just for 1 minute.
oh, 10 hit points.
Oh, the
Oh, the
10 hit points. Got you.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. So, you were leading. Do you remember how many moves you were in?
Yeah, that was the first one.
That was
the
the
very
first one.
first move.
Got it. Cool. So then
Good,
continue
4
on.
more of those coming up, coming right up.
You just went double back out.
Just wanna
actually, real
bail,
quick,
find
hold
a
on.
nice cottage somewhere to post up for the rest of time.
Okay. Got it.
Hey, can I actually get like 3 minutes? Can we do a bathroom break?
Of course.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right. We will be right back.
Yay.
All right. We're back in it. I'm going to start the music back up. If it'll work for me. We'll see. Andar, you have 3 moves left.
All right.
All right. Hold on 1 second. Got it. All right. After Andar was Mim, correct?
That's me.
Oh, it's Sten. Okay. You're right. It was Sten. 1,000%.
So since it's still kind of hard to see, I'm imagining a big treehouse that moves will make some noise. So I kind of want to listen for like loud thuds.
Okay.
Maybe get a direction of where it could be.
Roll me a perception check.
14.
You don't hear any loud thuds in your vicinity. You hear some croaking, you hear bugs, you do hear the plop and mulch and kind of sucking noises of your party moving through the bog. You don't hear any thuds as of right now.
Okay.
Okay, hold on 1 second. All right.
Good move.
Yes, you are. You guys are slogging through this bog. Now you've gotten into a section where the water is pretty much consistently at knee level. Everyone except for Andar's and Mim, your legs are getting soaked through and it's chilling. It's all this kind of lichen covered muddy water. Those are all your moves. So that brings us to Mim. Hold on.
You're muted.
All right.
Discord.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't know how that muted again. I can keep moving?
Yep, go ahead.
Good moves. Good moves.
Oh, sorry. That was. I don't know how many I just moved. I think that's
So
it.
this would have been, yeah, well,
Actually,
so you were here. You were here. So do you want to move
Yeah.
up or down there?
I wanted to go up.
So then we'll put you there. So move yourself up here.
Okay, sorry.
That was
There we go.
4.
Okay. And then that would have been 5.
Got it. And then let me roll.
No.
Okay. Alistair.
Ooh.
All right, tried and true tactic.
All right, hold please.
Fuck.
You fucked up.
Got it. Keep going. All right. Back to Andar. Andar, move me 1, and then I need to roll. Got it. Please hold. Got it. All right. All right. So please hold 1 moment. I set up this particular one. I don't know why, but it appears that some of the images are broken, so I just have to fix them when we load into some of these. And right. Any other ones standing out? Right. That should be all of them. Who's leader right now?
And
Is this
Andar again. All right. Let me activate this scene for you guys. Back. All right. There we go. We'll do the same thing in this scene. I'll need everybody to roll initiative for me real quick.
Okie dokie.
Oh.
All right. So, Mim, you have first move.
We were coming from the left, right? Like we came from like directly left, I thought.
Yeah. Let me look.
I think it
Sorry.
would have been more here-ish.
I just didn't know if we
Little
went in
deja
an
vu.
angle or we went to the right. Yeah, this is the same place, right?
Yep. You
We're going in
went.
circles.
You went from the southwest to this point.
Okay. I'm gonna go. Way. And I bonus action dash.
All right.
And that's my turn. Actually, wait, can I action stealth if I bonus action dash? Or is that not something I can do?
Yes, you can do that.
Okay, I'll do that. Sorry. And then it'll be my turn. No. Well.
All right. You have stealth. Or at least so you think.
Nah. I'm so stealthy.
All right. At this point,
Nah.
him dashes that direction. And a swarm of spiders crawls out of a tree and
Oh my god.
begins crawling down and swinging down from branches, latching on and over Mim. Mim is swarmed with them.
I hate everything so much.
This. So they dive on top of you. I don't want that to be private. That's a 20. Dealing. Yes,
Yeah.
20 to hit.
Can I roll shield on that?
You can.
Okay. But not roll shield. I guess I'll just use
Yeah, you would use shield as a reaction, which makes your AC what?
+5, right? So 21.
All right, so these things swarm on top of you and start coating your body. They start biting into you and you use shield, and you manage to press some of them off, but they're still crawling on the outside of the shield for now. And are.
Gonna move over here. And then yeah, I'll just dash there.
Got it. Which brings us to Irina, who is going to bonus action dash, try and hit here, and in doing so is going to proc an attack of opportunity from these spiders. which actually technically should be an advantage because they were stealth. 15 does not hit. But they dive on top of where she was. She managed to shake them off. Still manages to get an attack off. Does not get helpful. The 23 to hit. Dealing 7 points of damage. The swarm of spiders on Mim. Which brings us to Sten.
I'm going to trust that seeing spiders in that direction is a good sign.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna dash. Here.
Got it.
That's it.
That brings us to the swarm that's by Irina.
How did they miss her before?
They attacked with a reaction as an attack of opportunity, but they, being a swarm, have to latch.
Gross.
So they are going to attack her.
Wow.
That's a crit. Dealing 12 points of damage as Irina is absolutely coated in these things.
It's
If I can get to Irina. Hold on. How much was she hit for from the thing? I hate how her health isn't consistent. I need to figure out why that is. She was hit for be the 2 hits after this, above this one. It was the 16, so she should be wounded here. Now she's taking 12 from the spiders.
Well, love that.
So that is their turn. They are all over her. Which brings us to Alistair.
All right. Move to here. Reach out my hand towards Irina.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if this is gonna work because I think it's the first time I've used it. I need a dex save from the spiders on Irina.
Okay.
Hey,
They fail
Cool.
spectacularly.
So, radiant fire comes up around Irina,
Mm-hmm.
and they take 9 radiant damage.
Got it.
That's cool.
That's Sacred Flame.
It is Sacred Flame.
There you go.
I've never used it, but I have it.
Alistair's hand begins to glow, and then all of a sudden there's a burst of holy light from around Irina, and a bunch of spiders get singed and fall off.
And then, bonus action, Manifest Shadow. As near Irina as he can be.
Okay. How far can he be from
He
you?
can be 30 feet from me, so let's find out.
I'm pretty sure he can be there.
Yep.
There you go. All right. So that's that, which brings us to this beautiful boy who appears in the tree and climbs down towards Alistair.
Why are you being mean to me today?
He is going to use a web on Alistair. 24 to hit.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you are restrained as you are caught in web, and as you're caught in web, a fresh swarm of spiders crawls off of its back and onto you.
Do I get that web strength saving throw?
You do on your turn. So as an action, the restrained target can make a strength check.
Cool.
So they are going to bite you at advantage because you are restrained. You watch as they climb off of its back. A 10 still doesn't hit. They can't find purchase on your armor. But you've got a giant swamp spider staring down on you, and a swarm of baby spiders climbs off of its back.
Wow, I hate this.
Which brings us to... None of those are close enough. So, Mim, you are coated in spiders.
Okay. This make my stomach hurt. I'm not kidding.
Content warning, spooters.
Yeah.
Look, man, if games have to put it in
Yeah.
to make different settings,
That's
it's a big
fair.
deal.
That's fair.
I guess I'll try to attack him.
All
I
right.
couldn't imagine being a swarm of spiders. Oh my god.
Have you ever read about those cranberry marshes? Dude, that sounds like nightmare fuel. Like, have you heard about this?
No.
Okay. So, in cranberry fields, the way that they raise cranberries, you see them in the big waders, and they've got these big pools or whatever. So they make all these cranberries in these marsh fields, and then they flood the field, and all the berries that are ripe float to the top, and they scoop them all together in these big rings. But the thing is, spiders, not any spiders, fucking wolf spiders, live amongst the cranberries, and when it floods, they all, like, climb on top of the cranberries, and they look for the tallest thing, which happens to be the humans wading through the bog collecting the cranberries. So you get these just swarming hordes of spiders crawling all over you while you're collecting these cranberries. And
Not
they're
only do
huge.
they live within the cranberries, they use the spiders as a pesticide instead of pesticides, so you're not allowed to kill them.
Correct.
Oh my god.
And so, like, if you're ever interviewing for like cranberry collection, they go, "Are you okay with spiders?" And like people will be like, "Yeah, I'm okay with spiders." And they're like, "No, you don't understand. Are you okay with spiders?" Because you will have hundreds of them on you.
Were you born in Australia? Insta job.
All right, ma'am. So you managed to slice into these things.
Yeah, and I'm not moving. I just couldn't hit them.
That's totally fair.
So I gave myself advantage. That's why.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I already had advantage. Okay, and then...
All right. You
Okay.
managed to, in a whirling dervish of blades, like spin and flail and freak out and flutter your wings, then just become a whirling dervish of blade, and you managed to knock off and kill all of the spiders off of your body.
Thank God. Is steady aim a bonus action? Or is it just a feature that I have?
It's you can't move, I think, is how it
Yeah,
works.
no, I'm not gonna move, but I don't know if it takes my... Oh, no, yeah, it's like, I don't know if it takes my bonus action.
That's the...
Yes, it does. On a bonus action, you give yourself advantage
There you go.
on your next attack. Okay, so then that is my turn.
All right.
Thank God. I hate...
All right, Andar.
Are they like on them enough that I would risk hitting?
If you were to do like a
My
firebolt or
cohort?
something, yes. These are small creatures, and they are all over your friends, but your friends would also be hit by anything that hit the swarms.
Do you have anything that forces a creature to save? So it's not a you have to target, it's a they are targeted by the spell?
Really, anything I want to use against little spiders?
Fair.
You have something you want to use against the big spider? Or could you target the wet? Oh, no, it wouldn't make sense.
All right, I'll shoot that big spider with a firebolt.
Got it. That'll hit.
Fire.
All right. Andar whirls a bolt of fire, and it coalesces in his hand, flies through the air, and whacks into the giant spider, who starts cracking, turns and looks at him. Big beady eyes looking in his direction. All right. That your turn?
Mm-hmm.
Irina is going to attempt to use helpful, or I'm sorry, coordinated strike, but that's fine. To melee attack on the spiders on her. She's gonna crit.
Oh, yes.
Which adds how much? 2d6. So 4d6. Not great rolls, but I also can't click them. What is that? That's 20, which is enough. So those spiders go down, kind of following in Mim's footsteps. That is Irina's turn, which brings us to Sten.
Can I really not see Alistair or this giant spider?
Apparently not. There's a tree in the way.
It's like a dead tree. I feel like the trunk is not that wide.
You also probably heard him go, ah!
You did. I will say you absolutely heard him scream. Yeah, he did say out loud, "I hate this."
Yeah.
Like the whole outline of the trees.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
literally.
I don't believe
You're not joking. It's literally.
I don't believe that.
But
That's not how trees work.
The tree just grew a wall.
it's got a
and
big.
then
It's got
died.
a. It's got a big trunk, I guess.
Well, God.
Can you move here?
Well, like I can see the trunk is all of less than 5 feet, and it's extending all the branches.
Yeah, it's literally like tiny.
So let me see if I can adjust. There, that should be a little closer to true trunk.
Okay. I'll cast. Vicious Mockery
Mm-hmm.
on this spider.
Wisdom save, right?
Yeah. The Weaver will be disappointed in you, or something.
The 6.
Fail. So it will it has disadvantage on its next attack roll. till the end of its next turn, and it takes 7 psychic damage.
7 psychic.
I can't see Alistair. How does Irina look?
Irina is pretty hurt. She's bleeding, not like significantly, but she's definitely got multiple bite marks. She's got kind of a slash along her face where the vine was wrapped around her.
Okay.
She's definitely not looking great.
I'll move in next to her for next turn.
Cool. Which brings us to this boy, who is now within 30 feet. There, with a type noise, you hear a squirting noise. And Sten, I need you to make a dex save.
You know, if I can't be surprised, could I have been and tried to push Sten?
That's not quite how that works.
Dang it.
16.
A 16 will work. So, you will take 6 acid damage as a shot of acid comes streaking across the swamp at you.
From up here.
From exactly.
Okay.
I led us in the wrong direction.
Yucky.
All right. So that brings us to Alistair. You are restrained and covered in bugs.
I really hate this. I'm going to use my action to equip the sword again.
Mm-hmm.
Not dealing with this. And here we go. We're going to get gross. Bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
Swap me and Shadow Alistair.
You do so, and the minute you do, your brain is filled with this like rolling, simmering anger.
Maybe for a second, but then Shadow Alistair just stands straight up. Shadow Alistair is immune to every single condition. Shadow Alistair is not restrained.
Okay.
Oh.
You're still swarmed by spiders, but fair. Next.
Smart.
That's my turn.
That's your turn. All right, which brings us to the giant swamp spider, who is going to take a meaty bite of Alistair. At advantage because he's covered by spiders.
It would be a straight roll then. He's got disadvantage on his next attack.
Correct. So it'll be a normal roll. A 21 to hit.
That hits. He's gone.
Shadow Alistair dissipates, and that simmer is kind of roiling in the back of your mind. That is that spider's turn. Which brings us to Mim.
Okay. Alright. So I think I don't like that. That's stupid.
Ah.
I'm gonna yell to the group, which way? Because I don't trust myself.
Anyone, you guys can all respond with like a couple words.
Yeah, I think I'll also point that way.
Okay. I'm debating if I do.
Asha, how much can we table talk? How much table talk are you allowing?
A
Dungeon Master?
little, yeah. You can talk a little.
You could signal retreat here. We're all pretty far away from them. This isn't a fight we have to fight.
That's why I was gonna try and run, but that's fair. It's once per encounter, right?
Once per encounter.
And we all get +10 to speed.
Correct. And you can disengage as a bonus action.
Yeah. Then let's do that. I would get out of here, basically.
Yep.
So, retreat.
That'll be your action, and then you dash as your bonus action, and you're gone.
Yeah. Bye.
All right. Andar.
I'll follow suit.
Cool. You guys see crawling out of the swamp is another spider. Irina uses hers
God,
to
cute.
dash, and she will get out. That one's too far. Sten.
So this is normal movement. Does Irina actually make it to that spot?
She would make it out. The rest of them made it out and moved to edge, so that would mean that
I'm trying to heal her, but if she's gone, then I'll keep running. I'll dash.
that's fair. You'll also be able to heal her when you guys are walking around if you'd like. And then Alistair, can you make it in one go?
Yes, but I'm not going to exactly. I'm going to move there with action dash. Bonus action, I'm going to call back Shadow Alistair.
Cool.
Like, in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
Just be like, it was just for a second. And then the next move will run out.
You get this really squinty glare at you as he sprints next to you. And then you guys are out, which, let me wipe the map.
And I'm also going to have him out for walking, just so I don't need to burn a bonus action as soon as we get into a fight.
Cool.
And a second level Cure Wounds Irina.
Cool.
6, 12, 16 points of healing.
16 points of healing.
What's it? 18 on the spell casting check.
Thank you. You watch some of her wounds close, and she kind of breathes easier. Ooh, I didn't realize I needed that as much as I did. Thank you.
Don't want to be rude, but after the spiders, you did start looking very much not good.
Yeah, I was hurting a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. So, thank you for that. All right, Andar, how many moves did you have left?
You know, I think that was number 5.
That's number
I'm
5.
pretty sure. And then. Oh wait. Who was after Andar? Was it me?
It's me.
It was you. Okay.
Okay. Which hex are we in?
You are currently. You guys moved into
moved
this
on.
hex, correct?
Okay. Here we go. What is this?
All right. Hold on. I need to.
Ruins of Berez? Question mark?
You do seem to see the edge of some ruins. Oh, I should make this private.
That was 5.
Got it. Give me 2 secs. Cool. You do seem to spot the edge of some ruins there. After Sten was Mim, I believe, correct?
Okay. I'm gonna go here. Oh, no.
All right, you stumble upon some ruins. In doing so,
yay. Ruin.
It wasn't me.
The river floods once again, taking you down.
Yeah.
all right.
Ah!
Ew. What?
I don't like looking at these.
What? I don't.
Oh, you're not. Never mind
Do
that.
I need to reload? I'm still in the map thing.
No, I have the initiative tracker always up.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Oopsies. That's a lot of scary stuff.
The art looks super cool though.
Yeah.
All right.
Spooky.
So
Can you pop that encounter
let
thing out?
me do a little bit of stuff. All right. That'll allow you guys to roll as well. And then I will activate this map. So,
You can change the sound of your tracker settings of the combat tracker. And it makes a sound when it's your turn. Like a spooky epic sound. Sorry, I just found that out.
all right. Ma'am, I need you to roll initiative real quick.
Sorry.
So, you guys come upon these ruins, and there seems to be some broken buildings. And from the building closest to you in this direction, you hear a little, "Help!
No.
Is anyone there? Please help me." Mim, you are first in the initiative order.
No, not Andar is.
And can I get Shadow?
Oh, you're
Alistair
right.
on
I'm
this map?
sorry. Andar is.
Sorry, Andar.
I'm sorry. I was scrolled.
And Shadow Alistair
Thank you.
in the party.
Andar, you are first.
Sick.
Are all of these just like ruins of houses?
So there appears to be one ruined building here and one larger ruined building here that seems to be just completely collapsed and kind of engulfed in the swamp. It seems to have been collapsed a long time. This is
Yeah, I'm just
water.
gonna Not do that. Just gonna hang out there and
The cries seem to be
Yeah.
coming from this direction.
I'm very intentionally ignoring that.
That's fine. All right. That your turn?
Yeah, we'll call that good.
Mim.
Can I tell if it's a real cry or if it's someone pretending?
Roll me a
What would you
perception
roll?
check.
Okay, that's what I was hoping for. It's like,
Sounds like a young boy. Maybe 8, maybe 10. Tough to tell.
I'm gonna go 5 feet at a time. You okay in there?
Hello? Who's there?
I don't trust you. I say that out loud.
What do you mean? I'm lost. That's all you'll get out this turn.
Okay. If you want help, then you need to come out. And then I moved what 5, 10, 15. I'm just gonna go this way because you said he was like, from what I can tell, just
It sounds like it's on the other side of that wall. Yes.
Oh, it's a wall there.
There's like this is like a dilapidated wall.
Okay. Can I like see through it at all?
No,
Oh,
you
you know
can't
what?
see. That's why
Can I
there's
fly-
shadow here.
Can I fly up a little or no?
Yeah, you can fly up.
Okay, I'm gonna fly up because wait, hold on.
Yeah, I got you. You fly up enough. You can see on the other side there's a small, what appears to be jackal-like figure. He is only about 4 feet tall, and he's kind of cowering and looking around.
Do I know anything about them? Jackal-like figures.
Roll
I don't know where
me
they're from.
either nature or arcana.
Oh, I know everything about them.
All right. You know about jackals. Jackals don't tend to stand on 2 feet. There's only a couple of creatures that you know that would look like this that would be bipedal and could speak. One of which is an Arcanoloth, which casts spells and can shapeshift. But they're known for being incredibly wise and incredibly adept spellcasters, which this does not appear to be. Your other guess would be, based off of its voice and based off of its figure, this might be some sort of were-being that's cursed with lycanthropy.
Oh. All right. I'm going to. I feel like that would be all my movement.
Mm-hmm.
And
you've said everything that you can say by now.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I was like, I've like said a whole fucking paragraph in my 10 seconds. I don't know how this building is, but however high up I am, can I hide? Just stealth behind like part of the broken wall?
Not now. You're too high in the air.
I'm above. Okay, cool. Well then,
In order to see over it, you flew up high, and now you're out of movement.
Yeah, that's fine. I will then just have that be my action.
All right. Then you hear Mim conversing with this thing.
That sounds dangerous. This light over here, this is the bigger structure?
So basically you can kind of see, essentially this is like the outer wall of what once was the structure, and it seems to head down this direction. You can't quite see beyond that, but it all seems to be collapsed. There's some dilapidated walls and stuff that seem to block a little bit of vision, and like some debris, but overall, it seems like this was like once the outer edge of the structure.
And I see this light.
Yes, you can see that there's light emanating from over there, kind of through a gap in the building.
Oh. I didn't even see that.
This is water, though, so any of the blue here is difficult terrain to pass.
Is it deep?
It's not terribly deep. It's like thigh. You could leap across it without worrying.
I'm gonna bonus action rabbit hop to here.
Got it. There's a little thunk as you splash in
Mark that
the
off.
water.
I think that's 20 feet. That's gonna be it for me.
Okay. This guy comes out. Is your light on, Alistair?
The sword's out, so yes.
Okay. So he's gonna see Mim as the source of the voice and then the light. Can you guys help? This place is haunted.
Oh man.
Which brings us to Irina, who's gonna just hold. Which brings us to Alistair.
Five, 10, 15, 20, 30. I'll move there.
Cool.
That's my turn.
Which brings us to following Alistair, hearing the splash, a spirit floats out of the building and wails.
Oh no.
Next, do guy comes climbing over the wall. And this guy flies towards Irina. That will.
He did warn us it was haunted.
All right.
He did. This is true.
This one is going to float at Irina and attempt to claw at her. Gonna miss. That brings us to top of order, where from over the water, you guys see this mist float towards you guys. Andar.
Gonna move a couple down and shout to the little jackal creature.
Mm-hmm.
How'd you get here?
I ran away, but I got lost. I don't know where I'm going. Lucky.
I'm gonna shoot this guy with a firebolt.
Do it. That's enough still.
Wow.
You blast it with a firebolt and it almost falls over from the impact. You send it flying and this mode of energy impacts and it screeches and howls and its form seems to ripple.
Noted. If I move along the wall here, is that still considered like the water difficult terrain?
No, not until here. Basically these like 3 squares would be, and then there's like a little bit where it extends here. But
I'm just gonna go there.
cool. Mim.
Okay. I'm worried about this mist. I'm gonna fire. I'm just gonna copy Andar. I saw his firebolt work really well, so I think I'm gonna be like cool like him.
Cool.
Let's see.
That's still
14?
enough.
$13 damage.
This fire completely immolates the spirit and it vanishes in a puff of smoke.
Cool. And then I'm going to move. I'm assuming I don't have difficult terrain if I'm flying, if that's okay. To assume that.
That's correct.
Okay. Oh, colliding with the wall there. Whoops. Move. Would that be where I am? I'm going to then I'm gonna try and bonus action hide behind a piece of the wall. Is that okay?
Okay.
24 is my thing. And then that'll be my turn. I don't know if this is a thing.
Got it.
Thank you.
Sten, you are in water.
So you said he ran away from Velaki?
Mm-hmm.
It's quite a trek.
What was the... Did we ever get a name of the orphanage?
I don't believe so.
Okay. Then I won't say anything.
I'll check to be sure.
Because I just wrote down orphanage.
Mm-hmm.
I have...
I believe its existence was mentioned.
Milovage stays at the orphanage.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Is what I learned.
And which one was Milovage again?
He was the young boy in the care of Father Lucian before Father Lucian was hanged.
He was like
Right.
suspect number one about the bones.
Right. Yes.
Because Yeska, who worked there, told Milovage that there were bones there.
Milovage was the
Milovage.
teen, and Yeska was the little young one.
Milovage was the one I like got in the face of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So was Alistair like screamed at?
We learned that Milovage took the bones and gave them to Heinrich.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was like
I don't know too
10,000
much
years
about
ago.
that then.
No, you did not give up. You did. You know it exists, but you don't have a name of it.
I'm gonna cast Shatter in the center here
Cool.
at... I'll do 3rd level.
And that's a save from them.
That is a con save, please.
A con save. So the Ghast is a 20. The other one's a 15 and 16.
Okay, so 2 save and 1 fails.
Okay.
So 8, 15, 18 on the fail and 9 on the saves.
18 on the fail. 9 on the save. Thunder. Got it.
As this is moving forward, does it change temperature?
It doesn't seem to, but it's definitely rolling towards you.
Okay. I don't like that. So sorry, can you remind me if I'm going towards Mim, is
Mhm.
that
So this will be
difficult
one
terrain?
square of difficult terrain for you, towards man.
okay, so 10 15 I'll just do 20 here.
Yep.
Cool. Then bonus action Bardic Inspiration for that can hear you. Shoot. Sorry, I'll do Mim. Let's do
Mim.
Yeah.
Get a D8.
Cool.
Okay.
All right. Oop. Another one flies out of the building. Wait, please, wait. He starts rushing towards the light. Irina also closes in. Sees the ghost, sees the mist. What exactly is the plan here? And braces up. Doesn't have anything that she can really hit in close proximity without changing weapons. Alistair.
There's a were-den northeast of Kresk. I suggest you run there. They'll take care of you. I need a DC Wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
He's
That's
gonna run there,
14.
Chief.
All right. Was that command?
It was
Or-
suggestion.
Suggestion. Fair enough. He has 10 feet of his movement left, and he didn't use his action. Well, of 50 feet, that's enough to get him out. So he nods. Okay, thanks, and books it. Gone.
Cool. Let's see. Bonus action.
Oh.
Who looks the worst for wear in this group? Looking quick looking around.
Hold on.
Anybody hurt?
I got a natural one on my spellcasting
shit.
check.
Okay.
Could be me.
It could be you.
Let's find out. One on spell casting check. What was the spell that you cast?
I just cast Shatter.
Oh, right. I missed that. All right. That one. So this would have happened when you were here.
You want to move back?
But no, hold on. I need. Here, I'll just give it to you temporarily, and then I'll get rid of it. But as you cast Shatter, the spell works properly, and everything goes great, except for the fact that when you cast it, it also casts grease centered on where you were. I'll get rid of grease for you. It does not take a spell slot from you, though. If that took a spell slot from you, you can restore that. I don't know if that did.
I'll keep you track somewhere else. So,
Cool.
okay. So hold on.
You were
here?
right here. It was centered on you
Was here?
because it was only the 5-foot square that was difficult terrain for you.
So
So
is this square double difficult?
no, I don't think there's such a thing. So it still works the same, but now there's a big grease puddle floating in the middle of that.
Aye.
One, wait, I'm sorry. You got a nat 1. Whatever. We'll just do that. That's fine.
Should I make my dex saving throw since I'm moving through it?
It's in water. So cast it at advantage, or do it at advantage.
15.
Cool. So with a 15, you will stumble and you'll fall prone at the foot of the shore.
Reaction. Lucky footwork. If I fail a dex save, I can roll a d4. Makes it a 17.
Then you no longer are prone.
Hey-o.
You stumble and you catch yourself.
Let's go.
And now there's a grease pool.
All right.
All right.
So once again, quick look. Who's looking the most fucked up?
Irina's a little hurt, not bad. Andar looks pristine as always. Mim
I'm fine.
has barely been scratched, and then Sten, I'm not sure.
I'm more than half.
Is there visible blood on you?
I've taken some hits.
Okay. Then it will be you.
You're gonna have to
I
move
will
though,
roll.
because you can't see him right now.
Do I have to see him? You
You
can
tell
see.
me.
Well, this is a predicament.
I mean, don't get
No,
close to
kid.
that spooky mist thing.
So that's 10, 15. There you go.
Cool.
Doing okay.
I think I'm not sure why
26.
that's there.
You heal 9.
Sweet. Thank you.
And that's my turn.
Right. Which brings us to this bad boy, who is going to float over the top of the difficult terrain, ignoring it. Head towards the first person she saw. And
Oh,
claw.
is this new?
Yes, she flew out.
Damn.
Wait, which one? What?
Miss.
That is a miss.
What the?
So that is her turn.
Ah.
This is gonna dash to Irina.
Ugh.
Which brings us to Iswan, who's also going to fly over the grease. And claw.
Hits.
That one will hit. 6 damage.
Okay.
This one is going to make it.
Do I need to make this save?
Only makes it there. The save for what?
Their claws.
Let me double check what that's about real quick. Yes, you do. Thank you.
Okay. Con. 22.
You're fine.
Is that for both or just?
The first one missed. So,
Oh, you're right. You're right. Okay, cool.
so this one only makes it to here. It's gonna dash, which will get it to here, but it can't get out of the water. All right. Which brings us to the top, which is gonna be this bad boy. It's going to fly to here.
Oh.
God.
And I need, as this fog kind of rolls over the water, this cold, clammy sensation falls over Alistair and Andar as it floats on top of them. I need both of you to roll me con save.
Natural 20 for a 28.
Both of you are perfectly fine. You managed to hold it together. You can feel, though, this dark energy kind of coiling around your skin from this mist. This mist is bad news. Andar.
Where's the way into like here? Is that open, or do I have to go over?
You let's see. You here? I'll make. You can clamber in. I'll make it a little wider so tokens can move. That makes more sense. So you should be able to kind of. Can you go diagonal to here? Here.
I can't get in there at all. Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So how much movement was that for you?
Yeah, I'm super stuck.
Okay, I got you. Let me try. I think you might be able to move diagonally through here.
Mhm.
That'd be 5, 10. Cool. There's your movement.
All right, I'm gonna shoot this one with a firebolt.
Good.
Oh.
How do you want to do this?
Maybe as I'm scrambling to get away from the gross fog, kind of like as I'm falling backwards, just shoot a firebolt right over Sten, hitting this nice little ghoul right in the face.
Sick. And it impacts, and there's a flash, and it kind of dissipates into the night air.
You have no clue if I pee my pants here or not. No
You
idea.
wearing pants?
You have no idea. Yeah, of course I am. I'm civilized.
Are you?
Absolutely.
All right, is that your turn, Andar?
Yeah.
All right, Mim.
Yay, that was cool. I'm gonna go to the other side of this one and stab.
Stab, stab.
Stab. I'm also gonna do booming blade on it. Booming blade cast. Sorry. And why does it keep closing my thing? There we go. Stab. Attack.
Stab.
20 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay. Plus, where is it? 1 and 8. Plus.
How do you want to do this?
Yeah. Honestly, I kind of want to go through how I went, like at that angle there,
Mhm.
and I just wanna go through it. Like I just wanna like zoom through it.
Okay. So Mim
And
just comes
then-
darting out of the stones and just slashes across this thing, and it literally parts around her blade and fades into mist.
Yeah. But I'm gonna move. Here, I think. What's this in the way here? Is it another building?
Uh-huh.
Oh. Wait, where was I? I was here. I went up. I'd probably go to like here, I think would be what I would be able to do, I'm assuming.
Got it.
And then that'll be my turn.
Sten.
Boy.
Oh, I forgot about the two that were over here though. Oops. Sorry guys. Good luck.
Was there any noise coming from this?
You were a little far from it to hear any loud noises. I mean, like if there were loud noises, you'd hear them. You didn't hear any particular noises. There doesn't seem seem to be anything loud going on. If I could speak words, that would be helpful.
Then what will I do? Well, I saw another one pop out, so 40. I cast Vicious Mockery on this one.
Got it. Wisdom save.
What is it? Ghoul. More like a tool. Oh, no, never mind. It saves.
Not one of your best ones, Stan.
You know, now's the time to workshop. Oh, boy. Oh, I can see that one, too. I can't do anything. I don't have any bonus action stuff. Shoot. I do not want to be in here, though. So this is not water, or this
No,
is water?
this I have a lot. Hold on, I have a lot of stuff in the way. Let me see if I can
I'm gonna go
move.
straight left.
Like this.
The water. So the water is here. Like a ping right here. So if you go straight left, you're safe.
Okay.
It's the tile above it.
Yeah, I'll take 35 because I'm really interested in what this light is. That's it.
Cool.
Man, did you use your bardic inspiration yet?
No.
Okay.
Does it go away?
10 minutes.
Oh, okay.
That's it.
And so the scarecrow's gonna wander up and it's going to look over and glare at Sten. Sten, I need a wisdom saving throw from you.
Neat. 18.
All right, you're fine. That brings us to this ghoul who is going to fly over to Mim. That's the closest one. Try and claw away. Does a 21 to hit.
Yep.
So I need a con saving throw from you as this thing's claws rake into you and you can feel your skin start to tighten underneath its grasp. You'll take 4 damage. But you're
15,
fine.
19? It will.
All right. Which brings us to Irina, who... Holy shit, it's a moving scarecrow! And she's going to coordinate strike on it. This one's marked.
Magic.
That's a big old whack. Plus 2d6 is a total of 12 damage to the scarecrow. Guys, the scarecrow moves! Actually, I'm sorry, it's not 12 damage. She slashes into it and it seems to ignore her rapier for the most part.
Was Irina with us when we fought the moving scarecrows at Wizard and Wines?
Oh, I forgot we did that.
Those were blights.
Wasn't there also a scarecrow?
I think there was.
There might
Can
have
say-
been.
Holy shit, it's another moving scarecrow.
Maybe-
no joke.
Maybe magic has scared her so much she's blocked it out.
I don't know. No, I'll leave that to you guys. Alistair. It's been a long time since Wizard of Wines, to be fair.
All right, let's try and clear this guy off the board. This guy here.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna hurt a little.
Mm-hmm.
First attack.
Mm-hmm.
23 to hit.
That'll hit.
Awesome. I assume he's dead too.
He is undead. That is correct.
Yep, cool. All right, so there's 8 points of radiant damage,
Mm-hmm.
plus 2 points of radiant damage.
Mm-hmm.
All right, second attack.
Mm-hmm.
Natural 20 for 30 to hit. Let's fucking go.
That's a crit. We'll take that.
All right, 18 points of radiant damage.
Got it.
Plus another 7 points of radiant damage.
How do you want to do this?
I just like full bright on the sword, just cleave.
Mm-hmm.
just through the middle of this guy.
Alistair swings down and with 2 slashes just carves through this thing. The sun just like splitting the flesh and this kind of simmering scent coming from it that's just brutal. Collapses to the ground, falls into the water with a light splash. There is still this mist around you.
I'm going to straight book it here.
Mm-hmm.
Does anything happen with the mist as I'm moving through it?
Negative.
Cool. Then Shadow Alistair's going to go there. Unleash. Ooh, wait. Nah. Let's do action surge.
Mm-hmm.
Third attack to this boy. 26 to hit.
Okay. That'll hit.
Is that an advantage?
That was not an advantage.
It should be.
28 to hit.
That'll hit.
Right? 16 radiant damage.
Mm-hmm.
Plus 1 radiant damage.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna swing again.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, Shadow Alistair's gonna swing this one.
Mm-hmm.
For another natural 20 for 30.
All right.
This is a really good turn for me.
Yeah, sheesh.
This makes up for that one time you rolled 3 nat ones in a row.
Yeah. 16 radiant damage.
Yep. How do you want to do this?
Okay. You know what? Same thing, but with Shadow Alistair. So Shadow Alistair's going to go full bright. And
All
there's
right.
going to be this cool, like, black wall.
So, Alistair and Shadow Alistair both kind of run around this thing, and Alistair's arm swings down and turns to Shadow as Shadow Alistair's arm becomes coated in mist and the blade appears in his hand and he starts cleaving in the same motion. And the scarecrow falls to pieces and its head goes rolling across the ground.
Beauty. That is my turn.
That brings us to the mist, who is going to rotate
Oh,
and
that was so
move
threatening
here and kind of flow over Alistair and Irina. I need another con save from you, Alistair, as well as one from Irina.
Do you need 2 from me? Is Shadow Alistair in this?
I guess yes,
Okay.
actually.
All right. Alistair is 21. Shadow Alistair is 13.
All right. So you guys both, everyone manages to save, but that cold is setting in. It almost feels like it's biting through your clothes. Andar.
Sorry. So there's a wee little gap right here. Can I squeeze through that?
Yes, we can make that happen.
5, 10.
Oh, I didn't even have to do anything to it. You just did it. Let's go.
I should have just tried it. And I'm gonna shoot this scarecrow with a firebolt.
Do it. That'll still hit.
Booby. 6.
All right. Fire blasts onto this one. Which brings us to Mim, unless there's anything else you want to do, Andar.
No, how does the fire look on it? Because the last time I tried to fire something, it fizzled out.
That one seems to, the fire seems to behave fairly normally on this guy. It burst and it left a singe mark. You did take notice of it. He didn't light any more or less than you would expect.
Also, didn't you you used fire on one of the ones in between the bad one, like the one you when we first got to this encounter, didn't you?
Well, I used fire on a ghost or a
No,
ghoul,
that's fair. That's different.
not a
yes.
scarecrow.
That's true. I'm gonna. Wait, it's my turn. You said.
Mhm.
Okay. I will study aim. I'm going to attack this friend. 25 to hit,
That'll hit.
and it will be doing that as well. Okay, so all right.
That should be 2d8, just a heads up.
Oh crap, you're right. How do I wonder how I can change that.
You can
I
just
need to
add a
fix that.
d8.
Yeah.
Right, so that's 24 right there.
And then oh, it's dead. Okay. Yay.
Don't even waste your time. How do you want to do it?
Oh, I kind of want to just start to turn towards this other one down where Andar just tried to shoot.
Mhm.
But before I turn, I just want to kind of go ugh, kind of like a grumpy, just kind of slash through it, but turn. Like I don't have time for this.
All right. The man looks down at the scarecrow, rolls her eyes, turns and slashes into the ghoul, and then spins her dagger to bring it down across it. But swipes into nothing as the ghoul dissipates from her first blow, and she kind of tilts her head out of surprise.
Yep, there we go. That's my turn.
Sten.
So I had a rhyme ready for the ghoul. I didn't really plan for the scarecrow. So I'm just gonna turn anyways to the scarecrow. Well, your ghoul was no better than a toadstool.
Wisdom saving throw. That's a 16.
That saves.
It kind of does the creepy head tilt
I know.
and you hear a little crack as its head tilts.
Ugh.
I've got
I don't
5 feet of
like
movement
that.
left. What's up with this?
My God, this is literally where a moth to a flame comes from.
All right. The scarecrow, seeing Andar, is going
No,
to.
what's up with this?
What's up? Oh, are you actually asking?
Yeah, that's the whole reason. I'm
Okay.
going
Well,
over
so now
here.
that you're over there, you see that there is a little gathering of lights and a floating little group of pixies giggling under a tree over here. Now, the scarecrow, it's going to multi-attack twice onto Andar. The first one's going to be a crit.
Nah, I don't think so.
Okay.
That'll hit.
You what?
He's going to she's silvery barbsing it, yes?
Yeah. Yes,
Okay.
I am indeed.
So that'll be a reroll on that attack.
Mm-hmm.
And who are you giving advantage to? Oh my god. Oh my god. All right. I was going to say it goes and it's literally clawing at just straight into Andar's chest, and you whip out your silvery barbs and pull the hand out of the way, and its second arm goes flailing and kind of misses. I'm just gonna say that's its. Then that one is its second attack. Gets rid of its second attack there.
And I say, I don't think so. And I will I'll give it to Andar, the inspiration.
All right.
Well, yeah.
It's just
Andar.
advantage, yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll just say we'll give you that. That seems like an appropriate marker for you to be surprised. That's its turn. Irina's going to get out.
Why am I charmed?
That's the bardic.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
There's just
Thank you.
not an icon for
reminder.
that.
Oh, I like it as the hearts. That
20.
makes sense.
That's 30. We'll bonus action dash to get behind it. I'm just gonna attack at advantage. For 21, which will hit. Just normal, no 2d6, which is 13 damage, which it only takes part of. Alistair.
Hmm. $15, $20, $20, $30. Move Shadow Alistair up with me. I'm going to... Okay, haven't used this in a while. I'm gonna throw 2 radiant frisbees at it.
Do it.
I shit you not. Natural 20 for a 29 to hit.
Okay.
Oh, this.
Wow. Go buy a lottery ticket.
No joke.
He's just getting him out before Ender.
Max damage 20. Jesus Christ.
All right.
Big.
Okay, so that's the first one. 24 force damage.
Mm-hmm.
Second one is a 28 to hit
That hits.
for 9 force damage.
How do you want to do this?
Ayo.
I'll just like Tron summon both to my hand and just smack it in the face with some frisbees.
Whoosh, whoosh. You send them and they go flying and spinning, and then it literally like severs the scarecrow at 2 points and it just collapses. Which brings us to the mist, which is going to once again rotate itself and float down and only make it to there. So I need another con save, Alistair.
Yes. 24. Do you want a Shadow Alistair con save?
Yes, because it passed through him.
Okay. That's charisma. Not that. This. 10 from Shadow Alistair.
Okay, with a 10, the necrotic energy does manage to get hold of Shadow Alistair, and you feel this cold, creeping darkness seep in on the backside of your brain, and almost for a second, a twinge of fear before Shadow Alistair dissipates. He takes 9 necrotic, which does dissipate.
He's gone.
All right. Andar.
Gonna go 30 over here. Maybe not quite that far. Yeah, there.
Cool.
I'm gonna try to shoot at that mist with a firebolt
Do it.
and see what happens.
Please roll in that one.
Why?
Because it would hit me, which is so funny.
A 14 will hit.
You just use luck. It hits me anyway.
All right. You fire into this mist, and it does seem to disperse into the mist, and the mist seems to shudder.
Ooh.
Weird.
Mim.
Yeah, my turn. Yay. Okay. As far as I can see, there's just this light now, right? I don't see any other ghosts or ghouls at the moment.
As far as you can't even see over there.
I can't see the light?
If you click on yourself, you can't see.
Well, I was over...
You know it's over there, but you can't see it right now.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, I want to go over there. So I gotta go around this stupid ass tree. And then... And then I will bonus action to move to dash further.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I gotta go here. Oh, I ran into a wall. I guess that's my turn. I'm gonna be like, oh, hello?
And they're gonna turn and be like, "You're awfully big for a pixie." And then that'll bring us to Sten.
So I was just gonna ask if they were speaking common when they were muttering. So that's a yeah.
They actually say it in Sylvan, so you
Okay.
understand it in Sylvan.
Oh.
Then in Sylvan, I will say, hello, friends. I'm looking for a giant treehouse that's moving. Have you seen it?
They kind of like, "You're looking for the hut?"
I think so. Yes.
Why would you want to look for the hut?
Oh, so we're trying to run away from the hut. So I want to know where directly not to be moving.
All right, we will pause that because that'll be the duration of what you can say on your turn. Anything else you want to do there, or just conversation?
I'll move just a little bit further in
Cool.
while I'm talking, but that's it.
Irina, seeing the fire hit the mist, is gonna run up to Andar. I've got nothing. I can't do anything about it. What should I do?
I mean, have you tried shooting it?
She gonna pull out her longbow. I mean, I can try.
Oh no.
But that'll be her action, so she can't fire this turn. But it's not solid, I don't think. And she's just gonna kind of stammer. Alistair, it's your turn.
Okay. Mechanic of this mist
Mhm.
question.
Mhm.
Reacting to the sunlight blade?
You can't tell if the mist is reacting. It shivered when the fire hit it, but it's not like it has emotions or a face, so you can't see anything.
Okay.
It doesn't seem to be doing anything with the blade right now.
Please hold.
Stand by. Oh, do we have an emote for this?
It's an action.
There it is.
It is an action. So it'd be stupid.
Do it.
Do it. Let the hate flow.
I feel like it's just not gonna do anything. Fuck it. I'll use my action to grow the blade
Mm-hmm.
and cast more sunlight.
All right. Is that your turn?
So, bonus action, Shadow Alistair by Andar.
Got it.
Can you move?
Can you
or just not?
regenerate him every
Yeah, it's a
time?
bonus action. Yes.
Okay. Didn't we say something about that if he's dispersed, he has to be like attached to you or something? We discussed something around that.
Well, we discussed the mechanics surrounding, like me being a shining beacon of light, but I haven't used it.
No, but there was something about if he was dispersed.
Oh,
He-
we said story-wise, it would be connected at the feet, so he's just a long shadow.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, mechanically it's still the same.
I thought we said he had to be summoned by you and had to then move, but that's fine.
Oh.
Regardless. That your turn?
Yes.
Cool. Then back to the mist. Who can make it over there? Is going to move through everybody. So I need con saves from Alistair, Andar, Irina, and Shadow Alistair.
Alistair 16, Shadow Alistair 17.
Got it. Everyone saves. Andar, is your turn.
I will move up there and shoot another firebolt at it.
Do it. That hits. Eight fire damage. Mim. You cannot understand the pixies. They sound like twinkling bells to you.
Adorable.
Ooh. Understand what they're saying? Just 10. And then... Or no, I don't say do you. I say I don't know what they're saying. But I turn and can I cast this? What's the distance? Oh yeah, I can.
I'll play with you. I know, it's crazy. They just, I feel like we're about to get to a point though.
All right. 15 on the mist.
That'll hit.
10 fire damage.
And fire damage.
And that will be my turn.
All right. 10.
Still,
Yeah, so you said we're trying to go not in the direction of it, right?
yeah. So,
Well,
where,
last
where
we
should
saw, it
not
was
be running
somewhere
to?
in the western, section, but it does move around. It has been a couple days.
Was it moving west and south, or west and north, or east
kind
and
of-
something?
It kind of changes directions a lot. It doesn't really follow a pattern.
Sounds
So
like
you
me.
saw it 2 days. Yeah,
Sorry.
you saw it 2 days ago to the west, and you didn't see it move anywhere.
And that'll be that for that turn. Anything else you want to throw in, or that your turn?
No, I guess I'll just keep asking questions.
Cool. Irina's going to back out and try and get enough distance to fire her longbow at it, since she just drew it. And she will do so. She fires into it, and it just passes right through. At which point she bonus action dashes.
I see. I told you I don't think the arrow's going to work. I'm literally helpless here with this thing.
Alistair,
Yes,
your
looking
turn.
back, it was a preposterous.
Okay.
She kind of like glares at you a little bit.
Is the mist an object?
No.
Cool. Then I need it to make a dexterity saving throw.
It fails.
Cool. It's going to take 10 radiant damage. Suddenly bursting into flames.
All right. The entirety of it goes up in a huge burst of flame, but with Shadow Alistair in it, he also is going to take that. So they are both instantly up in a flash of smoke. And again, you get that like simmer, but this time it's a little bit heavier than the last time.
You chose to stand there.
It honestly, it goes from a simmer to almost like a like crackling little fire in the back of your brain.
Bonus action, I'm gonna summon him in the grease.
You summon him in the grease.
You chose to stand there.
He picks up some of the grease and throws it into your face.
Awesome.
Doesn't he have to make a dexterity?
Yeah,
save?
make an attack throw.
Oh no, it's start your turn, isn't it?
I'll just make a strength check, I guess,
Sure.
since he's throwing it. It won't let
His
me.
strength check's plus
You
1.
do it. I can't do it.
Okay. His strength check is 12.
All right. So it lands on your armor, and now you have greasy armor.
Glad we could have this conversation. That's the end of my turn.
A creature that enters the area also has to make a
Oh
dexterity
my
saving throw.
god. Dex saving throw.
All right.
14.
That should be fine, I believe, right? Let's see.
Is it against
Grace?
my spell save?
It's up. It's where Grease is. Let's see. Grease is way back here. Grease.
Really just trying to tear these
There
two
it is.
apart.
It's a 16.
Yeah, so does mine. Yeah. Fail. He's prone.
Jesus Christ.
Wait, he's immune to prone.
No.
So no, he's
slips
not.
And just stares at you.
All right. Anyway, we are out of combat. Let me put the music back to something slightly less combative. Cool. So, Sten, you're discussing with these pixies.
So we're looking for a hut. What exactly does it look like? So we know to stay away.
It's like a big box, but it's in a tree. And the tree walks around with big thundering trunk legs. And it
And is it-
splashes in the water and it gets caught in the mud.
Is it tall?
Tall
It's
as a
very Tall for
tree.
you.
Taller than you, taller than me.
Oh, please.
Let's not bring these ones along with us.
So Andar, to you, they sound like twinkling bells.
Andar speaks Sylvan.
Oh, Andar speaks Sylvan, so Andar can understand. I stand corrected.
Oh.
So Andar and Sten can understand everything they're saying.
I guess I'll catch Andar up. They last saw it. Did you say a day or so ago? 2 days? To the
2
west.
days.
2 days. To the west. They have no idea where it's going, but sometimes it gets stuck in the mud.
It's very sporadic, sometimes erratic.
Gonna take a few steps back. Just kind of wander around back here.
How are you just okay? Did you not see all of the scary things just out here?
Oh, swamp filled with many scary things. They don't bother us.
How does that happen?
Well, if they were to try.
And just poof, she's gone. And then poof, she's over. She's moved a few feet over this way.
Now that is some trick.
Thank you, I did it myself.
I'll bet you did.
She like bows very dramatically.
What's your name?
My name? Ting!
You say Ting?
Ting!
Ti-
Ting like
You're
ring,
speaking-
or like bing, or
I
like
see.
ding ding.
Well, nice to meet you, Ting. We're definitely not going west. And then I'll go west.
Wait, can you ask how it did that?
It did it itself, Mim.
Well, I
Hey, Stan. Now that it's very clear, here might be a good spot for an hour or two. Sit down.
Guess I'll turn to Ting again. Is it safe to stay here for an hour or so?
Safe for you or safe for me?
Well, safe for us. If we can't do that thing that you do.
Hmm. You can't do this?
And poof, she's gone again.
And
And then she pops up behind you.
Fact, cannot do that. No.
Well, most of the things that can't do that end up fighting. Violent place this is. Trouble, trouble, boil bubble.
Seems very quiet here. You say
Quiet
it's-
now, no more spirits.
And there's definitely not going to be more spirits in like the next hour or so.
Probably not.
Right.
Take some time.
For them to find here, or
That depends. Sometimes form, sometimes come. Takes
that's-
time though.
quite spooky? I think we're probably good.
If you say
This
so.
might- Oh, I turned to Alistair. Back in common. I think we're probably fine.
Might be
She's
worth it
saying they can form here, not just move here.
I wonder if that's a little bit like Sir Spooky said with Vladimir, that if he's dispelled, he'll just find a new host.
Could be something.
Oh, Andar's gone.
Oh, while Stin's talking, I'm just gonna go look around,
All right, go
see
ahead.
if I can find anything neat or less neat.
The pixie kind of like perches up on a branch.
I'm surprised you got the mist.
The what?
Mist. Mist,
I
the
didn't-
mist.
Must have been our fairy friend or something.
What? Oh no, I can't hear him. I
Mary?
don't understand.
Is that why she's big?
I'll turn to Mim. Mim, would you consider yourself big because you're a fairy?
I mean, and I look at everybody else and see how much smaller I am. I guess bigger than them. I point to the pixies, but no.
The pixie comes down, floats down, and bites your finger.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh.
Doesn't
I just get
taste
really
like
mad.
pixie.
I didn't say that was rude.
Are the pixies cannibals? What the fuck?
What a strange thing to say.
She's definitely not a pixie, can't you tell? She's a fairy.
Had to test. Looked like us, but big.
I mean, twig looks like a tree. Still different.
Twig falls off of tree. I fell off of no fairy.
I'm pretty sure after that shake, you definitely did.
I'm gonna glare at that pixie and then start walking towards Andar because I see that he's gonna go explore and I want to explore. And I'm grumpy. I can't understand them. I'm just.
I guess I'll just, while we're talking, I'll look to Alistair and Irene. Any questions for the, what are you again?
Question.
Was that was the what
The
are you
pixie.
again? Kind of flips down and is like examining your ears.
How did they get here? I mean,
Great question. How did you get here, Tink?
Well, always been here. How did you get here?
By boat. Alistair, she was always here.
as in they were around before Barovia fell to what it is now?
Great
Fell to
question.
Strahd?
Fantastic question. All right, Tink. Were you always here when it was like... Because this area wasn't flooded previously. Were you here before that? Or Was it always this?
Oh no, just swamp. Swamp
Only
good
this?
for fairy creatures. Or fey
apparently,
creatures. Eh?
Anytime there's fake creatures, it's just this is a horrible place for them. I'm sure that bodes well for Mim and I.
Swamp came in and there was magic. That's when we came.
The swamp created magic.
Well, kind of magic. Special magic. Fey magic.
All right, Alistair. Even more scary. Post-swamp, fey magic was introduced here.
That, interesting.
If there's anything to know about fey magic, unpredictable, sometimes scary. Maybe think happy thoughts here.
Okay. So, fey magic. Not normal for Barovia.
No.
What's on her hair?
He's kind of like looking at Irina.
What hair did she say?
He said,
What's on her hair?
What's on her hair?
yeah.
You are.
But there's something else here.
She kind of like she flips upside down and looks at it.
It's the wrong color.
All right. Irina, I don't want to say what she just said. So I won't.
I trust you. He's kind of like eyeing the
To the pixie.
The pixie.
How in the world did you know that?
There's something on her hair. I just don't know what it is. It smells weird.
We know that she dyes her hair, right?
yes.
It's magic.
That magic smells weird.
Sometimes it does. Irina, she says you smell.
What on earth could she have said before if you are willing to tell me that?
Oh, it doesn't matter much.
Irina seems perplexed and also kind of taken aback.
So, many questions, I guess.
Sorry.
Was this flooded before Barovia became this plane of existence?
That might be a big question for her. Okay, Tink, let's get existential.
What does that mean?
If this area, Barovia... First of all, are you aware of Barovia?
Barovia.
Oh no.
Is that like a type of song?
No, it's a slice of meat.
Oh, what kind of meat?
Bat. There's a horrible, sort of extradition of this place. It kind of floats in the middle of nowhere, very scary.
What does
That's where we
extradition
are.
mean?
Doesn't matter. This is where we are. And where I'm from, and I think where you're from, are not where this is. So, this crossover does not make much sense to us.
She just kind of nods at you.
How old are you?
I'd say pretty old.
Like a year, 2 years, 7 years,
What's a year?
14, 84 years, 90 years.
Many suns, many moons.
Well, I know you're very familiar with the number 2 days. How many of those 2 days have you woken
Days.
up to?
Let's see. I can't count very high, but there's a lot of them.
Like 50,
More
80.
than my fingers and more than my toes.
800,
And more than
7,000.
what's 1,000?
All right.
This math class.
Alistair, we're talking to a child.
I got that from the ringing that you're doing.
She's also visibly like holding out her splayed fingers and toes.
I can tell from the body language.
All I know is this fairy's at least 2 days old. Past that, no clue. I suppose answer uncertain.
Well, if they're cool with us hanging around for a bit, I might see what I have in my pack as far as rations go.
I think we're going to sleep here. Just rest for a little bit. That's all right with you?
Okay, good luck.
I think we're
But what's 1,000?
You know, that's like asking how to describe the sun, if you've never seen it before.
Big, bright, and kind of, well,
Right, there's a nuance to it that you just can't grasp unless you've experienced it.
Also, it knows the sun is big and bright, but it's
Exactly.
not. Yeah.
Exactly.
I don't think it's very young then, Sten.
I'm just gonna believe this very wholeheartedly. I'll if we're taking a break, I'll just take a seat.
All right.
Pixies can be above table. Pixies, never mind.
Were you about to say immortal?
Yeah. No,
Huh.
never mind. Never mind.
Be a shame if I had a fly swatter then.
Performance of creation.
Oh my god. All right. Anything anyone wants to do? I know, Andar, you said you were exploring. Are you just kind of looking around the ruins?
Yeah.
Looking for anything in particular or just kind of observing?
There's neat stuff. Whatever might be left over.
Honestly, this place is pretty abandoned and clearly has been desolate for a very, very long time. Everything's covered in rot and kind of thick layers of moss and vines. And the whole foundation is kind of sinking into the bog itself. It doesn't seem like there's anything particularly of value around that catches your eye. Anything anyone else wants to do while you guys are settling down?
Mim is going to be writing in a book a couple of questions that she wants Sten to ask the fairy.
Okay.
So, just as whenever she gets a chance, she's going to ask.
I'm gonna still be doing whatever I need to do to learn about this herbalism kit.
All right. Anything else? Going once, going twice. Are you guys doing a long rest here or short rest?
Above table, I was trying to pop a short rest.
Cool.
I think long rest, risky, right?
Fair.
I think we're
Yeah.
only a little bit into the afternoon anyways.
Yep.
Yeah.
This will be like, you guys were at like 2, so we're probably looking at like 3 or 4 now. Getting close to evening time.
Mhm.
Mim, once you have your
Yeah.
questions, do you hand them off to Sten or are you holding?
Oh, I will hand them off to Sten. I was just trying to think if there's anything else. But I think I'll just call it good. I'm just gonna Send him to you, Nick. Well, yeah, I'm just gonna hand him to you, and it's let's put him in the Discord. So, why did it bite me? Does it have a family? What kinds of dangerous creatures are around? And does it know Baba? Those are my questions. And I go, Stan, can you please ask these questions for me, please?
All right. Pop quiz.
What's a quiz?
You'll
I
find
like
out.
pops. Pops are fun.
I don't know what a pop is. Why did you bite my friend here?
See if she tasted like Pixie. Of course. Why else would I bite her?
Just wanted to double check. She wanted to know if you tasted like a pixie.
Does she bite other pixies?
Do you want me to add that to the list?
Just add that to the list.
All right. Ting, do you bite other pixies?
Only sometimes.
Only sometimes.
Why? Ask to add that to the list too.
Okay. All right, Ting. Why?
You not bite your friends?
Wait a second. Sorry. Mim, why only sometimes, or why does she bite in general?
Why would you? Why ever?
Okay, why ever would you bite a pixie?
Yeah. Why do you not bite your friends?
No.
That's
I
silly.
haven't even thought of doing that. Well, now I take offense you haven't bitten me.
But we're not friends.
No, we are certainly not. Moving on. Do you have a family?
Well, yeah.
She has a family.
That's a silly question.
That's what I was thinking. All right. Third question. Are there any kinds of dangerous creatures around? What are they?
Yes. And, scarecrows and ghouls and mounds and plants and lilies and, ghosts and banshees and hags and
Hold on.
She like literally
put a-
freezes in place.
You put an S on the end of that last one.
which one?
Hags.
Well, you count witches as hags?
Sure.
Cool. Then vines and pollywogs and horror eyes and spiders and myconids and the mist and oozes and mushrooms and
Yep.
spiders
Oh, you
and
said that one.
plants.
Interesting. But not rabbits, fairies, or people.
Well, are you dangerous?
Kind of peeks around you.
Oh, I dare say we are.
Then those two.
Right on. All right, Mim. Everything here can kill us. And maybe will.
And what?
And maybe will.
Okay.
She said hags. There are multiple hags. Not to skip over the fact that this is banshees. That sounds very scary. And then I clarified that hags could actually be hag plus witches.
Wasn't Baba a witch?
Would you like me to add that to the list?
Well, okay. My last question is: does she know who Baba is? Is Baba a witch? What horrible things has she seen Baba do? And how do we avoid other horrible creatures as we're maneuvering?
Great. All right, Ting, one last question. Comes in 4 parts. Let's see if I can remember this. Do you know Baba? Is
Yes.
Baba a witch? What have
Yes.
you seen Baba do?
Many things.
Scary things, evil things,
Yes.
benevolent things?
No.
Wonderful. And then how do we not get those things done to us?
Be extremely lucky or never find Baba.
All right, Mim. Crazy enough, same answer as the last question.
While you're making friends, ask her if she's seen a shiny gemstone anywhere.
Great question, Anna.
That's a way better question than I had. Okay.
All right, Ting, maybe one last question. Have you seen a gem around? It's about yay big, very shiny, feels incredibly magical.
Not a lot of shiny things. One shiny thing, is bright green. I don't know if it's a gem, but it glows a lot.
Does Baba have it?
Yes.
Of course she does. Do I know that you speak Sylvan, Andar?
Nah. He has not mentioned it.
Perfect. Then I'll just turn around and repeat what she said.
I'll nod.
Pop quizzes are fun.
You did excellent.
Thank you. I tried
didn't-
really hard.
I didn't actually know the answers myself, so I can't really grade you. But for now, very good.
I'll take it. I don't know what grading is.
But you seem to have a good grasp on the sun and your surrounding areas.
Do those get graded?
The surrounding area could, I suppose. After the river came in, some serious grading was done here. That's a little different.
I don't know what that means.
Good for you, Ting.
Thank you.
Above table, I'm just basically role-playing Elmo. I'm like, what would Pixie be like? Probably Elmo-ish.
Oh.
Elmo with
Does
a
any-
mischievous streak.
Does anything swim in the water here? Or
Yes.
is everything just about... Is it scary? Scary things.
Sometimes.
Okay, like what?
Tentacles and oozes and plants that try to eat you. And
Lovely.
the mist. That doesn't technically swim. Kind of floats on top, you know?
I don't know what that means.
It hovers on top, you know?
Others?
It It goes like this.
And she kind of like spread eagles, and then she just like kind of slowly flies forward.
Let's turn him. I think you two would get along.
Turns to me.
Yeah.
You know, I thought that maybe, but not when I was bitten. So rude.
I'll teach you her name in Sylvan.
Oh, you'll teach me the name in Sylvan?
Mm-hmm.
Do it.
Ring a ting ting.
All right, well. If I trust that that's the thing, because you kind of weren't really saying that at all.
It just conjugates differently when you're speaking in complete sentences compared to.
So how do I say thanks for the help? Ring a ting ting.
Mm-hmm.
I'm starting to question if you actually know what you're talking about sometimes.
Sure.
All right.
Guys, Ting is just Ting. Common and Sylvan.
Hmm.
Yeah, I have no doubt in my mind it's the same.
Yep. Well, I mean, names are usually also the same. Not always.
Anyway,
Is that the end of the
Oh.
pop quiz?
Yes, Mim. She said if you're friends, you bite each other. So, I don't know. Now you've learned
Oh.
something new. Don't bite me. please.
Okay. So are you saying that you signed the friendship contract, Sten,
I'm saying what the pixie does not have to be a ubiquitous friendship.
And Tar's moving
Okay.
very quickly away.
I pull out the friendship contract. And I actually show it to the pixie, and I point to where everyone signed it, and I'm like, I'm wanting the pixie to sign it. Can you ask her to sign it to be my friend then?
Kind of peers at it.
Tink, she would like you to bite the paper.
Ting looks at it, looks at you, looks at it.
Is this how you draw things? Does it taste like pixie?
I don't know if I've ever.
I'll find
bitten
out.
And she
either.
bites the paper. And then she like bites it and then spits out.
And I look at Sten and I say, is that how they sign things?
Sure.
Okay, I guess. And I take it.
You got a little pixie teeth mark on your gun.
I'm taking it. That's cool. And I roll it up and put it away. And I put my hand out like a little handshake thing. Also, wait, what's the size difference of pixies versus fairies?
Pixies are tiny.
Mm-hmm. I think I'm also tiny.
Pixies are 1 foot tall.
Oh, and I'm like 3 feet tall, I think.
Yes.
Okay. Not much.
So
Cool.
it's like if you had a kid.
Mim had a kid. Funny. Everyone treats Mim like a kid, so that's funny. Perfect. Alright, well, then I just... Yeah. I'm gonna not shake its hand, because I don't want to be bit again.
Okay.
And then I'm
Right.
gonna go sit down.
So real quick, have to share something. I brought up a Sylvan translator, and there's a generate random sentence button, and I hit that, and the random sentence was "Welcome to the guild, my friend." What are the fucking odds of that?
That's cool.
I love that. That brings me joy.
But now how do you say it in Sylvan?
I put it in our
Oh.
chat.
Hell
That's
yeah.
cool.
Tosin se jata varsi jata.
Also, apparently, "welcome" has no translation.
Apparently. Also, can we talk about how when Nick says it, it sounds like he's speaking Dothraki?
Yeah, it does.
Anyway. All right. Anything else anyone wants to ask of Ting or do during the short rest? And I was working on his herbalism kit. Going once, going twice.
I will do. This is for the short rest.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, Song of Rest. So if you are healing with hit die, you get an extra D8.
Alright.
She is. Irina's going to try and take advantage of the short rest. And is going to take. What do you add? You said.
Just a D8.
So
Up
that's
until
sizable.
max, or can I? Or is there 10 hit point?
Irina gets max healing and is full health and feels great.
Nice. Good for her.
Me too. Ah, thanks, Stan. Feel great.
Yeah.
Oh, bro.
Yeah, bro.
All right.
Nice.
So question for you guys. If there's nothing else that you guys want to ask of the pixie, we can either end here and have you guys venture back into the hexes as of next session, or we could venture forth a little bit and we could have it end on the cliffhanger of whatever your next encounter is.
It's
Which
fine.
might be
This
a
was
little
only
bit.
Mim's first movement.
True. But then there's also part of me that's like, well, what if Mim, in the hour/week that we're not playing, that she thinks of more questions? No, it's fine. We can keep moving.
All right.
Do we want to finish that or just like a round? Him and Alistair?
I was gonna say, can I actually throw out an end here because I have yard work I need to do? Well, it's still sunny.
Got it.
Okay.
Then that seems definitive.
Wait.
Cool.
Cool.
Thank you.
Quite
Appreciate it. Sorry to be the
No, you're good.
buzzkill.
You're all good.
No buzz.
All right.
no
Are
buzz.
we in good shape for next week, the 28th?
Yes.
Yes.
I believe so.
Hell yeah! Then we continue the crawl into the Berez swamps. Thank you guys for playing. Boys, let me ping a couple cards that I didn't get to today because I always forget to ping the card.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the Alistair card is wrong.
That's true, actually. We
Yeah.
need. That's something we'll need to fix. It's not up to date. But thanks for the session.
Of course.
Also,
Thanks
mine's
for hosting, as always.
Of course. Sasha, what were you saying?
Mine also probably won't be up to date because I got the item that raised my cost, but it's just an item.
It's your base stat, so
That's
technically
I think
it's correct.
I think I have a new idea for them. So the next upgrade of them will probably look significantly better too. Because Mims is hard to read. So
yeah.
That is true.
Ryan, I will run new idea by you.
Hell
when I get
yeah.
a chance to draw it up.
I'm down for that.
Wahoo!
Oh, sweet t-shirt, by the way, Hermes. Very cool.
Thank you.
Wait.
Goshen Dragons.
Let's
Wait, hold on,
go.
move the mic. Goshen Dragons.
Represent. Doxing yourself. I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
well,
I'm just
Well.
kidding.
that's why we hide the name sometimes.
Just kidding. That's just regional. That's not doxing. I don't think that's doxing.
Especially not doxing if you say it was doxing.
Yeah, of course.
We'd never know otherwise.
That's why I'm saying I don't think it actually is. All right, buddy. Thank you guys for playing. I'll see you guys next week.
Peace.
Yeah.
Bye.